if somebody, because we all get them, somebody messages you in the DMs, rather than just powering them off, dependent on how they DM, I will put that out there because I know some of them can be. I had one today that just basically slagged off my website and said he could do a better one. And he's probably right, but because he just completely slagged off my work, I'm not interested now. So be careful of when I say every single person, because you don't want a list of 300 editors and then you've now got to pick between them. You want to learn to ask the right questions. You want to learn to finding pricing is a big one. You want to learn to finding time frames. Time zones is a massive one. Time zones, when it comes to any online work, is probably one of the biggest factors after quality and after speed. Because if you've got somebody on the other end of the globe to you, you can now work 24/7. So there's big questions that you want to be asking, and the only way you're going to learn what questions to ask is by speaking with people, is by networking. And again, I want to put this out there. It doesn't mean you spend all day in the DMs. It doesn't even mean you spend a specific amount of time in the DMs. Somebody reaches out to you, just take a look, just take 2 minutes of your time, look at the message. Did it engage you? Was it a good outreach? Can you adapt it to your outreaching? Check out the profile. Do they look legit? Have they been posting consistently? Do they look like they know their stuff? Have they got a bit of a network? They got more followers than you? Have they got more people engaging with their content than you? There's always something, to a degree, you can take from every interaction, and you can work out, okay, this guy actually looks like he knows what he's doing. I don't need his service right now, but I want to speak to him with a bit of respect. I want to say to him, if I hear anybody that needs your service, you'll be the first person I refer to, building that trust. They will appreciate that you appreciate their work. And then you never know, 3, 6, 12 months down the line, you might be in need of somebody. And because of how you spoke to him, even though he might be very busy at that point, he'll remember and he'll think, okay, I can't do Callum's work right now. But Callum was really respectful to me last time I spoke to him for the DMs, and some of this work might have come from Callum, I don't know. So I'm going to refer him to my friend who I know is good. I'm going to refer him to a good person. So you almost take it on as the benefits that can come to you through all of those DMs that a lot of the time can be annoying. And as I say, I won't interact with every single one, because if they've approached me in a way that I don't appreciate, then I don't personally believe you're going to be worth taking on at any point in the future. If you reach out later on down the line and have changed the approach, that's a different story. But as I say, I think it was about 2 or 3 days ago, I had somebody, and his first sentence was, your website is crap, basically, or your website is terrible, I think was his words. Now, don't get me wrong, you caught my attention, but you caught my attention for the wrong reasons. And that's somebody that I would not want to work with. So you've got to be, and I take that as a lesson for my own outreach. When somebody's done something themselves, their ego is very much told into it. So if you go in and you're just slagging their work off, regardless of how good, he could have been the best web designer on the planet, at the best price, everything. But he's hurt my ego with what he said. And I'll be honest with you. So now I wouldn't take him on board. And at some point he might come across this episode and realise that's why I've not reached out to him, and he might change it. And if he changes it, I'll still listen. But that's why you can take a lesson for every DM that comes through to you, because if you're not taking any time whatsoever to read them or to acknowledge them, you're not going to understand why you're blanking them. Or you're not going to understand why, that actually caught my attention a bit there. So networking can happen across the board, and you can learn from multiple areas of how to network well, how to network bad, and how networking can bring great opportunities to you, as well as, unfortunately, some time wasting ones.